When it comes to money, not everyone reacts the same way. Some people fight, some people panic, some people avoid, and some people freeze. Freezing with money does not mean you are lazy. It does not mean you are irresponsible. It does not mean you do not care. It means your nervous system believes the situation is too big, too overwhelming, or too dangerous to engage with directly. Freeze is not a mindset problem. It is not a motivation problem. It is a biological response. When the nervous system perceives a threat that it cannot fight and cannot escape, it does the only thing left to protect itself. It shuts down. This response once kept you safe. Earlier in life, when situations felt overwhelming, confusing, or emotionally dangerous, stillness may have been the safest option available to you. Doing nothing was safer than doing the wrong thing. Waiting felt safer than acting. Staying quiet felt safer than making a mistake. Your body learned that lesson well. And even though your life looks different now, your nervous system does not operate on logic alone. It operates on memory. This is why financial freeze often shows up quietly. Bills remain unopened. Messages sit unanswered. Decisions get delayed. Plans stay unfinished. Important tasks feel impossibly heavy. From the outside, it can look like avoidance. From the inside, it feels very different. It feels like fog, like heaviness, like numbness, like mental exhaustion. Sometimes it feels like nothing at all. People in freeze are not relaxed. They are overwhelmed beyond capacity. Money carries a unique weight because it represents survival. It represents responsibility. It represents future consequences. If earlier in life responsibility felt crushing, if mistakes had big consequences, or if support felt inconsistent or unreliable, your nervous system learned something important. It learned that engaging could be dangerous. So when money now feels complex, urgent, or emotionally loaded, your body returns to what once protected you. It freezes. This is why telling yourself to just deal with it does not work. This is why pressure makes things worse. This is why deadlines increase paralysis instead of motivation. Logic does not unfreeze the nervous system. Shame does not unfreeze the nervous system. Force does not unfreeze the nervous system. Freeze is not a lack of effort. It is a lack of perceived safety. Shame tells you that you should be doing more, that something is wrong with you, that you are behind, that you are failing. But shame increases threat. And when threat increases, freeze deepens. That is why the harder you push yourself, the more stuck you feel. Freeze convinces you to wait, to delay, to tell yourself you will deal with it later when you have more energy, more clarity, or less anxiety. But freeze rarely resolves itself with time alone. Waiting often makes it heavier. You cannot think your way out of it. Freeze lives in the body, and the body does not respond to instructions. It responds to signals of safety. The way out of freeze is not big action. It is small, contained movement. Movement that is so small, it does not feel threatening. Small movement tells the nervous system that engagement does not equal danger. This is how thawing begins. Think of freeze like ice. You do not break ice by force. You do not punish it. You do not yell at it. You apply warmth, gradually, consistently. gently. Financial freeze begins to release through micro steps, not solving the entire problem, not fixing everything, not making final decisions, just touching the situation without demanding resolution, opening an email without responding, looking at a number without acting, spending 2 minutes reviewing instead of 2 hours fixing. These small actions teach the nervous system something new. They say engagement is survivable, containment is critical. When tasks feel endless, freeze deepens. When tasks are bounded, the nervous system relaxes. This is why a 5-minute container can be more powerful than a full afternoon of effort. Set a short time limit. No decisions required. No fixing allowed. Just presence. When the time ends, you stop. This is not avoidance. This is regulation. What matters is not how much you accomplish. What matters is what your body learns. And what it learns is this: I can approach money and survive. As safety increases, clarity returns. Not all at once, but gradually. Energy comes back. Mental fog lifts. Choice becomes possible again. Freeze tells a cruel story that says, it is too late, that you messed up, that you failed. That story is not true. Freeze is not failure. It is a pause that lasted too long because something felt unsafe for too long. You do not exit freeze by rushing forward. You exit freeze by restoring safety, by shrinking the steps, by removing shame, by meeting yourself where you are. There may be moments where you freeze again. That does not erase progress. Progress is not never freezing. Progress is noticing sooner, recovering faster, and responding with kindness. You do not need to force momentum. Momentum returns naturally when safety is restored. Freeze is not your enemy. It is a signal that something felt too big, too heavy, or too dangerous. Signals are meant to be understood, not punished. You are not broken. You were protecting yourself. And now you are learning how to move again without danger.